Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. Hey Quigs, how are you, buddy? How are you? I'm just going to push record on this camera because I want to get some footage from that. Edit into this one. I just wanted to show you what's going on here. Brand new jandals. Now, they're not too outside of my colour schemes. These are the old ones here. Now, I love them. I obviously bought them because they say that on them, the Māori name of our country. But yeah, they didn't stand the test of time, and they keep popping out. So, you know, that's what happens when you pay like $4 for some fashionable rubber mats to stand on. They don't last very long. I'll probably put them to good use though. So now, hey, I'm always talking about, what do you call it, gumboot walks, or whatever shoes that are suitable for our dog walks. And this is going to be my very first jandals walk, but that's because we started this YouTube channel in the winter, so jandals have not been the thing. So I'm almost ready. And I promise myself most of the time I don't normally film us faffing around in our house bus or in the car when we're getting ready. I like to just start walking first. But oh, comfy jandals. Oh yeah. And look at this. I've decided I'm going to wear my summer hat for the first time. It's not even summer yet. Good. I hope this flingety stringy thing doesn't bother the camera too much. Oh, first things first, I've forgotten to put on the water backpack. Quigley's not even ready to go yet. Oh yeah. Good, eh? Clippity clip. Ah, yeah. Sweet. Specs. Sunglasses. Gloves. This is just me getting myself ready. And I've got to get Quigley ready. Hey, he's easy though. He's easy. I suspect he might poop again, so I better take at least two of those. I'll pick that up on the way down. Gloves on, water backpack on. Right, I'll save the hat for last. Now it's Quigley's turn. Long line on the beach. Sounds like a good idea, eh, Quigley? Where's your harness? Oh, there it is on the floor. Hey. Good. There we go. And your collar, which we really only wear for style points, eh, Quigley? Yep. Winner. And clippity clip. Sweet. Happy days. Okay, hat. We'll pick up the extra bag in the stairs and take this camera with us. Okay. So it lives in the pocket of this body chest harness thing. I've started not taking that with me. I've been most of the recording so far. I'm always taking my man bag. I'm trying to get out of that habit, trying to lose weight. So that's why we're doing shorts and jandals and a singlet at the beach on a hot afternoon. Let's go. Naughty, Quigley. That was naughty. Here. Oh, that's really long. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take these and we're going to find a bin for those. And this poop bag's got to go in my pocket. Don't you wee on that. Good boy, Quigley. Hold him up. Poop bag in your pocket. And the old jandals for the bin. Right, well the closest bin is this way, but it's very full. Chock-a-block, in fact. I've got to push this door closed. You can see it's not quite shut properly. Away we go. Come on, Quicks. No, he wants to lick the sidewalk. Oh, what a crack up guy. Shorts, jandals, head down. It's definitely summer coming. We're looking forward to the summer. Did I leave the key on? Sometimes the lights on the front make me think, the sun reflection makes me think they're on, but they're not. Good. This is my favourite sign. That one there. Barely legible now. And there's also a prohibition on parking trucks anywhere along the esplanade here, and so there are quite a few signs to advertise that fact, and here's one of them here. No trucks stopping at all times. Now, the old sign that we saw in the first place reminds me that all of the no trucks stopping signs have recently been replaced with brand new signs. However, before that, they were just as faded and barely legible as that first sign that we saw. That bin's pretty full too. Fare thee well, Aotearoa jandals. Alright, now we can go onto the beach. Hey, hey. Thanks for giving me that tug quickly. That was perfectly timed. My first jandals walk. And to be honest, we spend most of our time nearby to this beach, and I could just come here every day, but I try not to overexpose the locations, and so I've been avoiding recording here at Pito. Ollie's safe because Quigley's a gentle dog.
Come on. Sorry. Ollie. Come on, Ollie. Big silly doggy, isn't he? Come on.
That could be one for the encounters playlist. So occasionally, folks, if you ever look on our channel, there's a playlist called Encounters, and I just whittle down some little short clips and put them in there of like friendly encounters we have with other people and their dogs. Yeah. Hey, show us the poop quickly. Well, the debate is always whether to bag it or bury it, and I elected to bury it. Good work, Quigley. Show us the poop. The slogan exists because you all could say that and I will never show you the poop. So it's kind of like a reverse slogan, reverse psychology. Oh. earlier today I was visiting this beach and I met an awesome person who it certainly wouldn't have been an encounter if we had the recording going at the time. Mainly because the lady that I met today, wow, could she talk? She was a talker, alright. I'm just about to have a drink from my water backpack. I always like to verbally advise that I'm going to do so whenever I'm going to do so for the first time during a recording. For all you first time viewers, so I don't freak you out with the funny sucky noises that I make while I drink out of this nozzle, which is attached to a hose which goes to the bladder on my back full of water. Could have maybe gone without the long line. It's not that useful on the beach except for when we get a bit of space on the beach to ourselves. Quigley, waggles my doggy. Right, on an episode not long ago I was talking about this particular kind of seaweed which crackles and pops when you squeeze it, and this kind of looks a bit like it, but they're all a bit hard. And then there's these which are kind of similar, and they've got air in them and they might pop when you squeeze them. Oh, that one didn't want to. Oh, there we go, see what I mean? The other day Quigley stood on something that sounded a little bit like firecrackers going off under his feet, but I couldn't find what it was, and I thought, well, maybe it was something like that, even though I couldn't locate it for sure. So I didn't see it happen, I only heard it happen. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with just carrying on talking to the camera when people are nearby. Sometimes I get a bit nervous and don't. I'm getting ready to, I think I want to put a message on the chest bag, because it's got a Velcro thing on it. Anything that attaches to Velcro could be stuck to the front of it. And I think I'd just like to have I could have multiple different things I could put on the front of it, I guess. But the one that I want to have is going to say, the media. To me, that's just a bit of a slogan-y gimmick thing to make little sense to people. But just to add a little bit of emphasis to the fact that I am rolling camera with a chest-mounted cell phone at this stage. I do intend to upgrade to some kind of action camera instead of using the phone, but all my available money gets channeled into all the more high priority things at the moment. And just the reason I talk to you all about the future of making media for this channel. Well, I can tell you that whether I have to painstakingly save and eventually afford those sorts of things myself, or whether people do sponsor our channel, support our channel with some money to help us get there. Either way, we're going to get there in the long run. So I'm just looking forward to the day when those things can come into play. But I promise you all, I think the next camera on even before getting an action cam to replace the phone, the next camera on my acquisitional list is going to be the Insta360 camera, because I ultimately very impressed with some of the things that people record with those. I've seen heaps of good footage from the Insta360 camera, and so I am very keen. It's really interesting because before 360 degree cameras were available to the general public, a long time ago, I was involved in a filmmaking experiment where we used a 360 degree camera, and the concept was so new that we were like the pioneers with that technology. And so we conducted an experiment to make a murder mystery fictional film where the viewers were invited to study all the evidence and watch the scenes several times from different perspectives within the 360 degree murder mystery film, and try to decide who it was, who the murderer was. Oh yeah, a proper whodunit murder mystery. Hey, is that a dead animal? Sorry, Quigley, leave it. Leave it. Yeah, aside from the show us the poop slogan and the fact that I will not show you the poop, and it's the only thing I edit out, Quigley's private business and all that. The other thing is, if we do find dead animals, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go and zoom in and go, check this out! Oh, look, maggots! I'm trying to keep this channel like controversy free, and that's why I also have the self-guidance policy and guidance for guests when they come on the channel. The slogan is never mind the 6 o'clock news. I'm pretty proud of that, and one day I'd like to create a live broadcast podcast type interview show with that name, but that's way down the track when I can afford the time and energy. Never mind the 6 o'clock news is about just making sure that I don't talk about dumb stuff, because I think everything that's on the 6 o'clock news is usually bad news, and you know, every now and again they sprinkle in a little morsel of good community news, you know. Sweet as. Oh, and you know, people in need, charities worth supporting and things like that. Cool. But most of the news is terrible, and I do have opinions about things on the news, but decided just not to. I don't want to be listening to the radio or catch some news item on socials and get all pissed off about it, and then come on my YouTube channel and start trying to have an opinion about it. So I've just decided not to have an opinion about anything. You know what I mean? So that you can be rest assured, my wonderful viewers and my future viewers, that all of our content is just free of controversy like that. We're all about sharing with you the beautiful dog walking experiences that we have, and trying to distract you from all of that high energy, spin, hype media, artificial intelligent, fake crap. Nah. We are a bastion of hope for, this is the way I like to think of it, for the opposite of all of that. We're sharing with you all out there in the world just this, cruisy, beach and bushwalks most of the time. Here's the wharf that everybody wants to save because it's been shut and decommissioned, and the council, the government, the local government wants to. This might be a little bit 6 o'clock news, but it's right in front of us, you know what I mean? So let's That's why it says save me on that billboard over there. Save me! Now I've decided that this spot is going to be the spot where I get some barefoot on the beach time. Ah yes. Barefoot on the beach. In fact, I could be just carrying those, couldn't I? And just be having a barefoot walk on the beach. I could be, but I care about the safety of my feet. And I promise you, I've got lovely, soft feet from the fact that I protect them all day, every day. You know how some people get really hearty, strong, tough-skinned feet because they refuse to wear shoes most of the time? Yeah, I'm definitely not that. I am the opposite of that. Oh, the tide's quite high. I can't go walk through that bit like we have in the past. I have to really duck down to go under here. Oh, this is actually on the verge of the limit of my squat without smacking my head. Oh yeah! Oh. Sorry you all had to endure that. I might even edit that out. What are you going to see? Just my feet. Whew. Well, it's a bit crowded around here. It's nice to be here at 4:30 in the afternoon and for the sun to not be already setting, because that's what winter's like around here. Oh, so we're all real happy. There was a few times where I was like, oh damn it. I was so busy all day with work and after work, housework and errands that I did not manage to become available and free to take my dog for a walk till sunset, until after sunset, and so I didn't bother to record it. I don't really think, I'm not really keen to film dog walks at night or in the dark, you know. We did a couple when we started before sunset. That walked until dark. That's winter for you. Now we all just have to look forward to summer. And at the peak of summer, the sun doesn't set till 9 p.m. Someone's been driving on the beach. And you know what? I think I knew that because I was down the other end of the beach earlier today and I saw that the bollard that normally prevents vehicles from accessing the beach, the bollard was removed and standing to the side. Yeah, so obviously the main thing is that vehicles are not normally permitted on this beach, which is a good thing. There are quite a few beaches in New Zealand where people are welcome to drive on the beach. As hazardous as it can get and on some beaches. A lot of people get stuck. Ooh, it's time to have another drink from my water bladder backpack. I'm loving that it's freshly cold because I literally on the way here, knowing that my bladder was a bit low, I decided it's essential that I go to the water fountain that dispenses fresh, cool, chemical-free water from the deep underground river. I filled up my water backpack, so it's even more awesome today because the water's still pretty cool from being only freshly dispensed from the source. It's all the water we drink. And thousands of people in the area, that's all the water that they drink too. They don't want to drink the water out of their tap, and it's nice to have the option not to. All you have to do is put in a little bit of effort, go and collect the water, bring it back to your house. The water out of the tap can be good for washing the dishes and all that. I've noticed that all the aquifer outlets that we have in this city, all of the taps are deliberately, how should I put it? They're deliberately difficult to hook a hose up to. Because I tell you what, if it was easy to hook a hose up to it, then I would have no qualms with running a hose and using it to fill the water tank on my bus. And so I've sort of been trying to think of ways that I could cheat the system. The best idea I can come up with is to have a water pump that attaches to a hose and a bucket. And so run the water into the bucket and then pump it out of the bucket into the bus. It gets a bit technical, my thoughts about it after that. It's like, how fast will the pump and how fast does the water come out of the aquifer dispenser? I like how when people find lost property, they like to put it in a place. Oh look, it's that famous Australian cartoon. His name's Bluey. I've never seen it, that cartoon, but I've heard about it. It's Quigley one. You know, I don't know if we'll walk all the way to the end over there. My friend is parked up over there, and it worries me that if I get into her proximity, she'll try to distract me from the recording and try to have a chat. But I did also see her today already, so she might just let me walk by. But I still don't want to take the risk. Anyway, I can see that she's enclosed her vehicle, so she might be just hiding inside and won't even see me. No windows on her van. But anyway, I'm happy with the amount of ground that we've covered in this direction. So yeah, let's go back the other way quickly. Back. Oh, I have to squat underneath that bloody wharf again. Actually, I don't have to. I can walk around. Let's do that. So we've done lots of Pito on the beach walks on this channel. I'm not in the mood for a wet dog, so I won't be throwing a stick for him into the sea. Oh look, we're at the 30-minute mark. I'm just going to have a 30-minute ad break. Have a rest. It's not a park bench, but it'll do. Sit down here, and then quickly we'll have our 30-minute rest break. I mean, it's not 30 minutes long, I just mean we've been recording for 30 minutes, so we'll just have a little bit of a private time for ourselves and then carry on. It doesn't bother you guys, because as soon as I push this button, like magic, we're back online. Good, eh? Let's go. Let's go, Quigley. You ready? Are you ready? Let's go. He didn't know what I meant. I think he wanted to give me a kiss or something. Funny guy. Funny old dog. Oh, watch out for that poop. Who left that poop there? Be free, Quigley, be free. Yeah, I can't make any promises about trying to not film Quigley weeing, and I don't edit that out. It'd be too much hard work. I don't watch back all of the content either. I like to just record and then throw it online. I'm going to edit some of this one though, because I did that B-roll camera at the beginning. You would have already seen that. Yeah, but most of the time, I mean, not most of the time, but plenty of times, I do just want to record and upload. Get more horizon view for you.
With the black spot.
Everybody loves that. Yeah. His siblings, we fostered him with one of his siblings, and his other sibling that we had was completely black with a little bits of white.
Yeah. Unusual.
We don't really know what he was though, because we didn't know his parents.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
Come on.
Quigley the rescue dog. Yeah, his face is iconic. I've took a photo of it. I've made it the profile picture for the YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel. It's
Really?
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Cheers for the hangout. Or whatever that was. What do you call that? Encounter. I like that word, encounters. That's why I called it. That's why I called our encounters playlist the encounters playlist. It's a good word. I like it. Although we haven't had an unfriendly encounter for me to not put it on to edit it out or anything. But it is strictly for friendly encounters. Before we started the YouTube channel proper, I did have a nasty encounter once. My dog gave a little girl a fright, and it was just a fright. He licked her face, and she freaked out, and her dad didn't really see, and I was playing with my phone and distracted, and I was just standing there holding my dog on a short leash, and I'm minding my own business and standing there with my dog on a short leash, and this dude's daughter came quite close. And anyway, the crux of my argument was that it's his responsibility to keep his child away from me and my dog, isn't it? You know, like, especially if I'm just standing there with my dog under control. And so I wasn't prepared to have all the blame levelled at me for his child getting a fright. And it wasn't, my dog's not a scary dog, and it's not a nasty or angry or bitey dog, but whatever. This guy the father of the child absolutely lost his rag, and I didn't help the situation because I just went up the escalator with him and he wanted to beat me up, and I dared him to beat me up. It was terrible. But the thing that he did that made me mad, because I wasn't mad at first and I was doing my best to apologise. I said sorry to the guy, but yeah, he kicked my dog and he threatened to kill it. Anyway, that's as nasty as I'm going to talk about that experience. I should probably stop talking about that. Well, I guess I should tell you how it concluded. Well, he got in his car and left. That's the end of that story. And his absolutely aggressive, violent behaviour really upset his child even more, so he didn't do her any favours. And I was pretty mean to him about that. I was like, look what you're doing, man, you're scaring your kid. Anyway, I should stop talking about that. Anyway, for the point of illustration, if anything like that ever happens, it's unlikely to make it onto our channel. But, you know, I'll be actually quite happy to be rolling camera if something like that happens, because that's evidence right there. If it's needed for any reason. How do you like our community's vehicles? All you people from around the world who are fascinated by such things. I know I get fascinated when I watch footage of people's life experiences in other countries. And how do you like our very Japanese car culture? We've got quite a bit of Chinese cars too, especially lately with the Chinese dominating the electric vehicle market. Hey, Quigley, come on. Oh yeah. I don't know if these jandals are good for my... I guess my body might get used to it, but... I can tell you I won't be doing jandals walk very often, so... I can just feel the burn in my legs and my body feeling the difference of these wearing jandals and going walking. Brand new jandals at that. And my other jandals didn't make my legs feel like this. I think we might just street walk all the way back to the bus. I think I might have walked through here on a recording before, but if not, then I'm happy to be sharing this with the world. This is what this place is like. This is a grey building. It's a clubhouse for rowers, I think, you know. They have the really big long canoes. They team up, paddling out there. on the water, and I think this building here is the hospitality establishment upstairs. So this that we're walking under is like the veranda, the sea-facing veranda where people can sit and have a meal and a drink. That mural, I feel like it's a new mural. I don't feel like I've seen it before. It's strange. I know there was a mural there before. For some reason my brain doesn't remember that mural if I've seen it before. I don't know. Oh, that sign there is kind of old, but not as bad as the ones that used to exist all along here. I'll tell you what, there must be no enforcement, because first thing I'll say is that the sign says no parking trucks, but people park trucks along here all the time, ignoring the signs. And along here there's a coffee shop, one of those little takeaway coffee shop bar things, and a lot of truckers will stop there just to buy a coffee. But the thing is, they're not even allowed to do that. No stopping also means no parking by default for any reason. Okay? I'm a truck driver. I make it a point never to stop my truck along here, even though I know there's no policeman hiding in the bushes waiting to leap out and find me. So I imagine that's the reason truck drivers just ignore the signs, is because there is nobody hiding in the bushes to come out and give you a ticket. I love the fact that there are free barbecues right here, and there's a guy using one of them. And how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4 barbecues. I'm really tempted actually to bring the bus and park it over here and stay here and use the barbecue and hang out with the kids and the dogs. I've actually had meetings here. I invite people when we're going to have a meeting. I'm like, I know the perfect place on the beach at this location, and we come here and we have a meeting at it. It's pretty good. More lost property. I remember filming here before. I remember it because I remember the moment of wanting to use the loo, and of course like just pausing the recording while I went in there. More lost property. Wow, some people lose some amazing stuff. That's like really good wool knit. It might not be lost property. Maybe someone stashed it there while they went in to the changing sheds. Hilda. Ooh. Quigley, eh? Trying to hum me some McDonald's. Hamu means begging for, well, in that context. One of our Māori words. And prior to that, I remember I said ka pai kuri, which means all good dog. I like ka pai. I take it to mean all is well. Hey, kuri. Kuri means dog. Yeah. Alright. That's one of the things that I carry shame about, which is that I'm not fluent in te reo Māori, the language. But at least I know some words. And then, of course, I like to speak te reo Māori to my dog. So I actually don't think it matters what language you speak to a dog or even what words you say. It's about the sound and the routine. And so my dog knows what I mean when I tell him to sit by saying inoho. The other one is kia tere, Quigley. I like that. It's like Quigley's nickname, because Quigley and Quigley are very similar words. That reminds me, I should say this more often. Apologies to people who use the automatically AI generated closed captions, which I can't be bothered editing and correcting because I don't have the time in my life yet. Hey, so I think it's actually quite funny watching the closed captions sometimes and seeing what it gets right and what it gets wrong. Home sweet home. So I definitely don't tell you what my name is on these recordings, but it's on the license, the vanity plate on the bus. My name is Marlon. But generally I like to, for the sake of the channel, I like to refer to myself as Mr. Free. Mostly because my partner's name is Wild, and so I call her Miss Wild and myself Mr. Free. Wild and free. Hey, but yeah, there's my name, Marlon. And I want to take my name off this bus, to be honest, and put another license plate on that's more fitting to a house bus. And put that number plate back on a cool car when I bother to get one. Right, let's go home. I've got another. I was going to say I've got another dog to walk, but I just remembered he's not home. He went out. It's just me and Quigs. Good. Welcome home, my doggy. Good boy. You go and have yourself a drink of water now, because I'm pretty sure we didn't find any water on the walk. Hey, you'll be thirsty. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this awesome singlet, sun hat and jandals beach dog walk. It was good. I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.